I'm not gonna share this video anywhere. I'm not gonna try to send a text out. I'm just gonna be. That's all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be. Because I just feel like I need to hang out with good people and see good things, and that's what I need right now. So that's what I need. But maybe I shouldn't, because I'll probably just start crying again. I am not going to be like happy-go-lucky, bubbly person right now. I should not even be on here because I'm probably just going to cry my eyes out again. And I have so much stuff to do. Whatever. Okay. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Lisa. Hey, Crystal. Okay. I need to get it together. Oh, I need to get it together. Okay. Okay. Hi, guys. How are we? Where's my... Do I have everything I need? I hope so. I hope so. Thank God my makeup is awesome and can cover up all this crap. Hello, guys. When you guys come on, say hello. Let me know that you guys are here. Hey, 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 hey. Hi, Deb. I'm okay. I just am having a rough mom day. That's all. Just a rough old mom day. It is a rough one. I'll tell you that. I've talked to you guys about all this stuff that kind of went on with my daughter before. And I really thought that stuff was getting better. I really did. I really, really did. So, and it's not. Unfortunately, I found out today it is not. So, that is what we are dealing with right now. Like, I kind of had my suspicions, you know, but obviously you want to think that everything is okay and that, you know, you're wrong or whatever. And yeah, I was not wrong. So anyways, I don't know. I need to figure something out. I feel so just defeated and hopeless, and it is really hard. Really freaking hard. Really, really hard. So really hard. So tomorrow is my daughter's birthday, my daughter's 13th birthday. I thought everything was good. You guys, we've had issues. We've had issues with her, you know, and sneaking out and going to meet up with a boy and all this stuff in the middle of the night. She's stolen my car and all this stuff, right? And I got her a Christian life coach, and she's been going to see her. And we've gotten closer, me and her, and things have been good. But it was like all, I don't know what it was. I'm not really sure, because she just got caught stealing from school. She was suspended. And she had to return all the stuff that she stole. And then this morning when we woke up, we noticed that the front door was unlocked when we woke up, and the camera was moved in the living room, and my car's tire is low. And when I went to bed last night, my daughter tried to close my door when she said goodnight. And that is something she doesn't do. So I went up to her bedroom to ask her what was going on. And I said, I know you snuck out. And I said, how are you talking to him? Because I took all of the devices out of the house, all of them. I changed the passwords on all of my phones. I did everything that I could possibly do. Well, my daughter was sick the other day, so I did a Solex scan on her with the tablet. It takes an Android tablet. She found it and she took it. And she had my 5-year-old son look at my phone to figure out what my passcode is for my phone so that he could tell her. And she's been using one of my other phones to talk to this kid again. And he is much older than her. And she stole my car last night again. And she went and drove 30 minutes in the middle of the night to his mom's house. In the middle of the night. And did who knows what. Who knows what. I don't know. And then like I contacted the parents again because that's what I do. I call the parents. I've gone over to their house. I've done everything, you know. And the dad's cool. He's a good dude, you know. He like handles the situation. His mom, oh my gosh, like she is not nice. She was like, well, clearly, you know, no, first she said, oh, really? What time did this supposedly happen? And I said, you should ask your son. She goes, well, I'm trying to ask an adult right now. And she goes, but clearly you have your own issues and you have issues at home to where your daughter is stealing your car in the middle of the night and sneaking out to come see my son. And she said, get her under wraps. And if you don't get her under wraps, next time I see her, I'm calling the police. That's how you respond. That's how you respond. So I was in my head, guys, I'm like, of course, like angry. That made me angry, right? Because I'm a normal human being. And in my head, I really was just thinking of all the things that I wanted to say to her because in her mind, she felt like she needed to attack me as a mother when clearly both of our kids are doing things because this kid's telling my daughter about how he's having sex with my daughter's best friend. And he's, I think, 15 years old. Which is upsetting my daughter because this is like my daughter's first boyfriend. And so, I mean, she's young, right? My daughter skipped a grade. She skipped 6th grade. So she went from 5th to 7th grade and she got put in with all these older kids and she's just experienced all this stuff that she should not experience as a kid that age, you know? And of course, in my mind, I'm like, well, that's my fault, you know, because she was in Christian school. She wanted to try public school. So I took her from Christian school. I put her in public school and I put her in public school when she skipped 6th grade. So she went from 5th grade to 7th grade to a public school. I mean, I don't know. It's so hard to feel like it's not your fault. Like, I don't know. I put her in, she sees a Christian life coach every week, you know, and I thought everything was going good and I thought that everything was changing. I just don't know what to do, guys. And I think I came on here to ask, like, what would you do? You know, like I was sent away when I was 15. I was kidnapped in the middle of the night. That was the solution for me. And I wasn't doing these things. And so I don't want to do that to her, but I feel like she knows that I'm not going to do that to her, so she takes advantage. I don't know. It's just so hard. I pray so much. I take her to church with me. I've got her involved with like all the stuff at church with Ignited and all the teens and stuff at her church, at our church. I just, like, it's so hard not to feel, like, hopeless, you know what I mean? This is the last thing I need to be doing right now is sitting here crying in front of all you guys. I really just wanted to come on here and do my makeup and feel better. What do you do? You know? I just feel like I'm just completely lost. Like I'm lost. I'm so lost. you know? And I don't know where to turn besides God. I don't know, you know, because I don't know. I don't know. I'm just so stuck. I feel so stuck. And it's like in my life, I have all these other things to deal with. I have my business. I have my other kids. I've got just the stressors of everyday life. And on top of this, I've got a child who steals my car in the middle of the night to go meet up with some boy who she's freaking, you know, having sex with. And like, you never think like it's gonna happen to you. You never do. Like, I feel like just yesterday, she was just like this little baby. I'm sorry. These kids have too much access to the world, you guys. They have way too much access to the world. And you think that you know what they're doing. You think that you know who they're talking to. You think you know what's going on. You think you know. She's in therapy, Lisa. You think you know. You have no idea who your kids are talking to. You have no idea what they're doing. You really don't, guys. And that thing that's in their hand, that phone, that tablet, whatever, they have access to the whole world. And you think your passcodes and your security and stuff, you know, is gonna keep them away from whatever it is that you're trying to keep them from. No, he's not over 18. It doesn't. Even on your TVs, dude, the things that they watch, they can get YouTube on the TV. Like, you guys think, we all think that these things are safe and okay for our kids, guys. Like, they're not. They're not. So, I don't know. It's really hard, guys, because it's like we're so busy. And a lot of us are like, we're so busy that, you know, we give our kids these things to keep them occupied. And it's like, for me, I'm very much the kind of person who, like, I'm like, no, go play outside, go do something, you know. And I thought that I did okay, but it's like just her. And then it's like she doesn't have a phone, she doesn't have a device, so she goes to school and she uses other people's. She uses other kids' phones, other kids' devices to facilitate these things that she's doing. She's 12. Tomorrow's her birthday. 12. Stealing my car in the middle of the night. Stealing my car to go buy vapes from some kid that I don't know down the road who, I guess, goes to her old school. While we're at the gym. You know, like, she's 12 and she's in 8th grade, you guys. Keep that in mind. Like, it's a blessing and a curse to have a kid who is so freaking smart, you know? And so, anyway. I mean, she's back at a Christian school now. She's been back at a Christian school for a while, but she was only at public school for a few months. Literally, just a few months. And I'm not saying anything bad about public school, you guys, but I am saying that, like, be careful who your kids surround themselves with. Really, really do be careful. Because some of these kids, like, one of the kids that I seen on her Snapchat before I freaking took it away was hanging himself as a joke in the bathroom at school. Guys, like, what is going on? What is going on? And the naked photos that these kids send at such a young age. I mean, the boy that she's sneaking out to go see is freaking sending my daughter photos of him naked with another girl. Sending young children photos to my child to make her jealous. So to my phone, I'm, you know what I mean? Like, what? Like, it is just, what is going on? What is going on out there? You know? These kids, these kids, you guys, these kids, they need Jesus real bad. Real bad. So anyways, I'm at a crossroads. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I feel stuck. I feel scared. I feel hopeless. I feel helpless. I feel at fault. I feel like I missed the mark somewhere. That's how I feel. Yeah, Tabitha, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, Melissa, I've tried to call the police. I've tried to call the police. I tried to call the police. One time I caught her sneaking out to go to this kid's house. And I said, can't you just come talk to her? Can't you just come scare the crap out of her? And they're like, no, ma'am, I'm sorry. We're busy. I'm like, just something. Please come over and turn your lights on. Like, anything, please, you know? So, I don't know. A little backstory about my kid, you guys, is like her dad she never met her dad ever. And a lot of you guys know this story about her, but like she's definitely got stuff. And that's why I'm like, okay, clearly my kid like struggles, right? Like she's got her stuff. And it's hard because like I know that she struggles, but she doesn't think that she does. And she tells the Christian therapist that we go to, she's a life coach, but she's basically a therapist, you know? And she tells her, like, I don't think that I have any deep-rooted issues. And I'm like, of course you don't think you do. You know, we all think that we don't have issues. We all think that we're just doing these things because we want to do them. But that's not why we're doing them. That's not why we make the choices that we make. We make the choices that we make because we're stuck because of these things that we've gone through, right? Like we're all rooted deeply in some sort of something, right? And exactly, Amanda, exactly. And, you know, so her dad, she never met her dad. Her dad was a drug dealer. That's, you know, I was going through something when I met him. My boyfriend at the time committed suicide. I met Kennedy's dad when I was going through that. I was addicted to alcohol and drugs, and I met her dad, and I obviously had sex with him, and we obviously made a baby, right? He never wanted anything to do with her. He passed away a few years ago, so she will never meet him. And then I was married to obviously Kaya's dad, my daughter's dad, my other daughter's dad. And from the time Kennedy was 1.5 until the time that she was 7, she came to me when she was 7 and she said, Mom, why is he so different with Kaya? And he's like, he's not like that with me. And I said, I think it's time I tell my kid what's going on. Because after we got divorced, he decided, you know, that he wanted Kennedy to come just as Kaya because that was Kennedy's dad. And when she found out that that wasn't her dad, of course, she was feeling a certain type of way, like she was nervous and felt a little embarrassed. And she decided she wanted to take a break from going over there. He was obviously hurt by that. And when she was ready a few months later to go back, he said no. So in her mind, let's just sabotage everything because everyone's going to leave me, right? And that's the thing that we have to remember, you guys, about people and the way that they act and the reason why. I'm not making excuses for her. It hurts and it sucks just the same. But we have to remember, guys, that we are all, like I said, deeply rooted in something. I'm going to do my makeup. I think I'm okay. I think I'm done crying. But we have to remember, you guys, that we are all deeply rooted in something. And, you know, we do things and we have certain behaviors and we make certain choices because of things that we've gone through. We are a product of our upbringing. We are a product of our environment. Our value system is based on things that we learned as we were growing up, you know, and imagine how that makes her feel. I'm trying not to talk too loud because I don't want her to hear me, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. I try so hard to, you know, empathize with that. But at the same time, like, I still have to be her mom, and I have to help her figure out what's going on and why she's making the choices that she's making, you know, and I have to help her stop making those choices. But at the same time, it's like, how do I do that? So I don't know. I really didn't think that we were ever going to see the day where she stole my car again. Like, I really thought that we were beyond that. I did. I thought we were way beyond it. And clearly we're not, you know, so I don't know. It's just really, really hard. Is anyone else going through something like this, guys? Like, thank you, Rook. I love you, girl. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like, there's so many people here and there's so many comments. I just am like, and I'm also trying to like, sorry, I'm being selfish. I'm trying to like, just, you guys are my space right now. You know, I've said that before. You guys are like my space. You guys are like my people, my place that I can come and I can talk and I can just, you guys listen and you help me. Like, look at how loving and supportive the comments are. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like, I don't have like real life friends, you know what I mean? And I don't know. It's just hard because the other person I turn to is God. And sometimes I just want to talk to people about things too, you know? And it's just really hard. It's really, really hard, you guys. And I hope that you guys know too, that like, if you ever need anything, I'm always, always here for you guys, just like you guys are here for me. And I just also hope too that like my story will help to kind of like make more parents aware of like what's going on out there. Like, pay more attention to your kids, guys, you know, because you just don't know. My 15-year-old son, alcoholic. Yeah, isn't that sad? Isn't that so sad? I cried all the time. I couldn't sleep. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. And it's crazy because, you know, like, you guys see me on here and you guys think like, you know, everything's peachy, everything's good, like my life is great, I'm just this whatever you guys think about me. But at the same time, like, I'm not always sharing my struggles. I'm not always sharing the things that I go through on a daily basis. I'm not always sitting here, because there are a lot of, you know, hard things that I go through that I don't always share, because I don't want to, you know, bring sadness to other people, because everybody else goes through their stuff too. We've all got our stuff, right? And so I don't always bring that, you know, but I do know that you guys are my people. And I do know that you guys are my space, my safe space, to where I can come and I can talk to you guys. And I know that you guys are always going to shoot straight. I know that you guys are always going to be my shoulder when I need to cry or freak out or whatever. And you guys are always here for me. Some of you guys have been here for me since 2015, you know, and some of you guys have seen me go through things that I've shared that, you know, I know I can always count on you guys, you know, and that's what I love about my community here with you guys. I love it, because I'm here for you and you're here for me, and I will always lift you guys up and you guys will always lift me up no matter what we're going through. And that's why I love you guys. Like, honestly, sometimes I'm like, who needs real friends when I have all of you guys, right? It's hard, though. It's still really, really hard. So glad you made it out. Yeah. 15-year-old alcoholic. He's now 19, graduated high school, has a wonderful job. Thank you, Crystal. That's amazing, you guys. Yeah, me 2015. Deb, I love you, girl. My face is hot. My heart is racing, guys. Like, I don't know. It's hard not to feel hopeless. It's hard not to feel like, I don't know. I just want her to get it. I just want her to get it. I just want her to get it. And you would think after, it's been a year, we've been going through a year. And it's like nothing has changed. Like, I'm having deja vu right now. It's the weirdest feeling. And you know, the things that she says to my other kids, like, is just so mean and sad. You know what she said about me the other day, you guys? She told my daughter, because she was mad at me because I told her that I caught her talking on the phone with this boy when she wasn't supposed to. She told her 9-year-old sister that she thought, or no, she told my 9-year-old daughter, her 9-year-old sister, that she wished that I would get into a car accident and die or kill myself. She told my 9-year-old daughter that. My daughter said that about me. How could you be so mad at me? Sorry, that was hard to say. Okay. Anyways, so obviously something is going on in there and we got to figure it out. So, and then she told her sister that she wished that she was never born because Jimmy took her fishing. Jimmy took my other daughter fishing and Kennedy got mad. So she said, I wish you were never born. You know, like, it's bad enough to feel like alone sometimes, and then to hear your 9-year-old daughter tell you that your other daughter said that she hopes that you die and you kill yourself or die in a car crash. Imagine how gutting that feels, you know? And then you're her mom and you have to forgive her and you have to love her and you have to let her know that you understand that she's sad and all these things, and you have to be there for her. Even though she says that she hopes that you die, you know what I mean? Like, it's a wild thing. A wild thing. And a really wild feeling. Like, do you really think that? Do you really hope that? Like, it's hard to wrap your head around. Really hard. Okay. 1:33. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't bring anybody's day down or anything, you know. I just really needed someone to talk to, really. Really. So, thank you guys for listening, and thank you guys for letting me vent, and thanks for listening, you know. I'm not forcing religion on her at all. So, but I'm also not going to, I'm not forcing religion on her. I'm guiding her as her parent. You know, like, I'm not like, you will believe in Jesus. No, I'm just taking her to church with me, and because I'm her mom, you know. Thank you, Rita. Oh my gosh, Rita, how are you? I love you too, Deb, so much. Yeah, hurt people, that's for sure, Kirsty, sorry. That is the truth. That is the truth. Thank you, Tammy. I love you too, girl. Yeah, Angela, me too. Me too. You know? No, my kids do not take medication, guys. No. We do other things, and yeah. Yeah, my kids go to church with me. All my kids go to church with me. If she feels that way, tell her she can be. See, that's like, saying that to me is like kind of going down to her level. I don't know. I don't ever want to be like, oh, you want that? Well, get out or whatever, you know, like, I don't know. It's so hard because we're human and we react, you know, and we think that this is the right thing to say in the moment, or we just don't think at all and we just say the wrong thing, you know, and like, I don't want her to hurt any more than she already is because of the words that I say when I'm upset. If that makes any sense at all, you know? Yeah, Casey, that's totally what it is. 100%. She has no idea how to express herself, so she just does so in the way that she's choosing to right now. For sure. For sure. Yep. I'm sorry I'm like talking so quiet, you guys. I just don't want her to hear me, so. Yeah, Florence, I agree, girl. I agree. She is in counseling, Marlene. She is in counseling. Every daughter needs their mother, and you both need to find your common ground. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Bianca, I'm sorry, babe. I'm so sorry that you're going through that, mama. Have her listen to the Word of God on the Bible app. She wouldn't do it. It would scare her. Oh, yeah, it would scare her, but I'm not trying to, like, scare. I don't know. Here's my thing, guys. I'm not trying to scare her straight. You know, I'm not trying to traumatize her anymore to get her to act right. I'm trying to get her to figure out what's going on down there. And some of you are going to agree with that method and some of you are going to disagree, but we are parents and we birthed our children because, you know, like that. So that gives us the right to parent the way that we choose to parent, right? As long as it's obviously morally correct and morally right. When I was 15, I was scared straight. I mean, but it didn't scare me straight. It made me feel like everybody wanted to get rid of me. You know, like nobody wanted me around and everyone was just going to kick me to the curb and dump me in the trash because my parents sent me away in the middle of the night. Like I had people come to my bedroom in the middle of the night when I was 15 years old to come take me out like the trash to Jamaica to a program, you know, and I was there for a very long time as a 15-year-old kid without any family, friends. No, I couldn't speak to anyone or anything. And it did not change me. It didn't make me want to make better choices. It traumatized the crap out of me. You know? So honestly, I just feel like in this moment and with the things that I'm going through, I just need to keep praying and praying and praying and loving her as hard as it is. And keep helping her in the way that I'm helping her with, you know, the help that I'm getting her and the support that's around her. Like even the school when she got caught stealing, guys, I thought this was amazing. I thought that she was gonna be expelled. Oh, I'm like, what's going on? Oh my gosh, thank you for the stars, Chloe. I love you, girl. Thank you. But you know, I thought that she was going to be expelled. And here's the difference between a bitter person and somebody who has like love in their heart, right? So a bitter person is going to be like the kid's mom who I messaged, and she doesn't want to talk to me. She doesn't want to help me through it. Like she doesn't want to attack this together. In her mind, her son does no wrong. I'm lying. My daughter did not come to her house in the middle of the night last night. And, I'm the problem because I'm a bad mom in her mind, right? She doesn't want to put our heads together and figure out how we can tackle this beast together. She doesn't want to figure that out. In her mind, I'm just awful, right? But if you're a good person and if you have good and love in your heart, you know, then you're going to try to solve the problem. You're going to get together and you're going to work together and you're going to try to help your kids together because there's not just one kid involved here, there's two. And So the difference is, like, at Kennedy's school, she goes to this awesome school, and the dean of the school called me to tell me what was going on. And I for sure thought she was going to be, I mean, she stole a lot of stuff, guys, a lot of stuff. But honestly, life is all about forgiveness, right? Like, God is all about forgiveness, and you forgive, and you pray that God has his way. God moves mountains. God helps that person. God moves in that person's heart, right? And that's what I do every single day. And I know that God will move, and I know that things will get better. I trust the process. Is it hard? Does it make me super upset and make me cry and, crush me to my core? Yeah, it does. But I also have hope a little bit. But I mean, I have hope, guys. It's just easy to feel hopeless in a lot of moments, right? But at her school, she said, like, we're going to be there to facilitate and to talk with everyone as Kennedy's giving the things back. And we're going to facilitate that process. And we're going to pray, and we're going to do all these things, and we're going to facilitate that. And we're going to make sure that it goes smoothly, and we're going to explain and blah, blah, blah. It was just like a really, it was a nice thing, right? Now, what she did was not right. And I think it's less than enough that she had to address everyone who she stole from and give it back. I think that was a lesson in itself. And that was something that she will never forget, because she had to give it back. She had to get face to face with the people that she stole from. Right? So I don't know. I don't want to add. I want to always be a safe place for her. I want to, thank you, Mary. I love you, girl. I want to always be a safe place. I want to always be someone that she can trust. I want her to look at me, and I want her to think that woman went through hell and she never gave up on me. Shoot. Oh, I gotta stop crying. That's what I want. That's what I want. And I want to be the person that she looks at later and says, thank you for not giving up on me. Because she needs that. Because in her mind, remember, everybody gives up on her. And everybody leaves her. Everyone. And I think it's almost like she's trying to get us to give up on her. That's what it seems like, really. Like, she's trying to get us to just be like, okay, we give up. And as hard as it is, sometimes I'm not going to give up on her. Sorry. There's people out there that tell me to give up on her every day. Every day. Literally, you guys would be surprised. People tell me to give up on my kid a lot when I talk about what I'm going through with her. Send her away, ship her off, all this stuff. And I'm like, guys, that's not the solution. It's not the solution. I'm sorry. My daughter is clearly hurting. Anyone who acts, guys, listen, let me just tell you something really quick. You see somebody on the internet who is acting a fool, who is a bully, anybody who is mean or a bully, or rude, or treats you unkind, or is just awful in any way, shape, or form, right? Anyone like that. They are that way because they are hurt people. Hurt people, just like somebody said on her, hurt people hurt people. They act the way that they act because that is what they know. They are hurting inside, so they are trying to hurt you. I pray for them, just like the lady, the mom today. She was so mean to me, and I started typing out so many messages, and I deleted. Typed it, deleted. Typed it, deleted. It's not worth it. I'm not going to feed into it. I'm going to say in my heart, and I even said it to my husband at the gym, I said, that woman needs Jesus. I hope she gets right with the Lord. Because I just hope and pray that those people find peace in their heart that they don't have. My daughter is missing peace in her heart. And I'm going to help her and guide her to find it, because that's my job as her mom. As much as she pisses me off and you know. Lenny, thank you so much, baby. Love you so much, mama. You are doing so great. You got this. Yeah, I'm one of your... Lenny, I love you, baby. I love you so much, girl. I love all of you guys so much. Like, what an amazing thing to know that I can just come here and talk to you guys. Literally, you have no... Where can you go on the internet where you can just vent to people and they just love you unconditionally and they listen and they're there? Where can you find that on the internet? Where can you find that on the internet? Here. You can find you here. Or you can find it here. And that's a beautiful thing, you guys. That says a lot about your vibe attracts your tribe, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe. And my vibe has attracted an amazing, amazing tribe. And I am so grateful for you guys. It took 4 years for my son to come to me and to apologize and told me, loving him, it takes time. Yeah, and I know it's going to take time. I know it's going to take time. And, you know, it's funny because just a few years ago, guys, I was like, oh, gosh, I don't know what these parents are talking about saying like that. Being a parent is so hard. It's easy. What are you talking about? My kids are so great, blah, blah, blah. Oh, my goodness gracious, was I wrong? Like, who the heck was I thinking about? Who in the world was I referring to, you know? But, I mean, I'd be lying if I told you guys that I wasn't expecting something like this to happen. Now, did I hope and pray that I wasn't going to experience anything like this? Yes. But I knew that, you know, something was bound to happen because of everything that kid's been through. Can you imagine being 7 years old and the man who was your dad for so many years, when you say you want to go back, says, no, that's not how those were his exact words. No, that's not how this works. That's not how what works. I'm sorry, that's not how what works. Being a dad? Being a little girl's dad? You wait for her. You wait for her. You give her as much time as she needs. And when she's ready to come back, you welcome her with open arms. And still to this day, I cannot get him to apologize to her or have a conversation to tell her that it's not her fault. All I want is for him to tell her that it is not her fault and that it had nothing to do with her and everything to do with him. That's all I want. And I think that's all she needs. She's got a loving and amazing dad now, my husband. And I think that if she had that closure, because she never got closure, guys, remember, the closure that she got was, okay, Mom, I'm ready to go back. Do you think you could ask Dad if I could go back now? And so I said, hey, Kennedy's ready to come back. Do you think she could come back? She wants to come over this weekend. No, that's not how this works. And then I had to tell my daughter, sorry, Dad said, no, you can't ever come back. What? And he knows that we're struggling. He knows that she's going through it right now. Whenever I go pick up Kaya and she's in the car with me, she wants to go to the door to get Kaya. Do you want to know why? She wants him to see her, to see how big she's gotten, to see that she still exists. And she wants him to be like, to just acknowledge her existence. It doesn't matter how many years ago that was. She wants him to remember that she exists. And he doesn't get that. Blows my mind. It really does blow my mind. But I don't know. I've asked him if he would have the conversation with her. He said he would, and then he never did. So, and he thinks that she just has problems. She certainly does. She certainly does. So, yes, Carrie. but he is not my daughter that I'm talking about. He is not her biological father. I married him when he came into her life when she was 1.5 years old and was her dad until she was about 7 years old. And then when I told her that when she was 7 years old, when the time came that I felt was correct because she came to me and said something, when I told her that that's not her dad, she made the choice to say, I think I want to take a break from going over there so that she could obviously process that information. And it was like, I think a month. And she decided she was ready to go back. She missed her dad. And he completely just denied her of that. So, yeah, she deals with that every day. Every day, I think that that's a big thing for her. I think that that's probably the biggest thing because he was in her life for so long. I don't think that her biological dad has as much to do with it as he does, as my ex-husband. So that's what I think. I could be completely wrong though. I really could be completely wrong. But who knows? Who knows, guys? Who knows? But I gotta hop off, guys. I gotta hop off of here because I have to go take my photos. We're launching wigs in a few hours and I still haven't taken the photos. And I've got to get all the new clothes added and stuff for tonight. So, gosh, I can't thank you guys enough. I cannot thank you guys enough for being my rock, my safe place, my ears, my shoulders, my everything. When I need you guys the most, you are always here. You always show up. You always show out. You guys are always here to listen. And I want you guys to know that I'm always going to be that for you guys. I'm always going to be here for you. I'm always going to be someone, if you guys ever need anyone to talk to, anyone to lean on, any advice, anything, guys, I'm always here for you. Just as I can show up, guys, and cry my eyes out in front of you guys, and you guys are here, and you guys are sweet, and you guys are always just so loving and so positive. And I just thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for that. I really do. Just knowing that I have a place where I have people like you is like the most amazing and refreshing feeling of all time, guys, of all time. So I know her dad is no longer living. I would appreciate it if you guys would pray for my daughter, pray for my family. I would appreciate it if you guys would just kind of pray for our situation. Pray that God would help to heal Kennedy's heart because it's broken. And just pray for my daughter, guys. Pray for her more than you pray for me and my family, guys. Just pray for her. Pray for her. All right. I love you guys. Mwah. I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed Saturday. And whatever it is that you guys are going through, because I know damn well I'm not the only one going through something today. Just know that this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And you are strong and you are capable and you are going to come out on the other side stronger than ever. And I just love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you guys so much. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.